So today I'm going to talk about a concept that I'm going to call flat back, but it really involves tucking the pelvis and engaging the abdominals to have really nice alignment in the spine. So if you want to join me, we're going to go ahead and go down on the mat. So go ahead and leave the feet flat and just lay your back down. So in this position, it's called hook lying position, to start out with, we're just going to place our hands under the small of our back. Now you may not have a ton of space there, but there may be a little space, or you'll notice that there's at least more space in the small of your back than there is in your upper back. So we're just going to use this for an illustration. If you inhale, exhale, pull your belly button into your spine so it's rooting down into the ground, and then try to smash that space. Really try to smash your hands so you feel some pressure there on your hands. Inhale, just let it go, neutral spine. Exhale, pull that belly button in and press into your hands. And inhale, let it go. So in exaggerated form, you can keep doing that. But in exaggerated form, it's going to be here. And then you exhale, you're going to press into the mat. Inhale, you're going to let it do its natural arch. Exhale, you're going to press that low back into the mat. So what this does, if you can go ahead and hold it there and just try to breathe through it while I'm talking here. But what this does is you're going to actually tilt your pelvis towards your face a little bit more. So when you're arching your back, you see your pelvis is tilting forward, and then as you press your low back into the ground, it's almost like your hip bones are pointing more towards your face. So that's going to be your goal there, and you're going to actually really think about what your hip bones are doing and try to memorize that sensation in your body. In addition, your belly button is pulling into your spine, your abs are engaged, and you don't want to just like press your stomach, like push your stomach out. You want to actually try to think of it rooting down into the ground and lengthening out. So you're engaging all of your abdominals, not just your rectus abdominis, those six-pack muscles, but also your transverse abdominis, your obliques as well. All right, so a little exercise here. So hopefully you've been breathing that whole time and trying to hold that posture with your spine nice and aligned into the ground. But for a little exercise here, we're going to inhale. Exhale, you're going to bring your arms above the head. Keep your low back on the ground. Inhale, bring your arms back down, just like that. So your back is naturally going to more easily arch as you reach your arms above your head, but we're going to press it down, really use those abs to do this. And again, this is just an exercise to really set your alignment. Holding your abs in like this and keeping your spine alignment is something you take with you all the way through practice. So I usually like to do this either at the beginning or maybe if I'm feeling a little out of aligned. Exhale here. Inhale, back down. Good, one more. Exhale. Press that low back into the ground. Spread those abs wide. Inhale. Good. All right, so go ahead and come. Keep those abs pulled in. Go ahead and come to a tabletop position. So you'll notice here is another way to look at that posture. You'll notice here, it's really easy to just let the belly drop down. And it's the same thing, your hips are pointing more down, more towards your feet here. But we're going to tilt those hip bones more towards our face, pull the belly button now up to the ceiling but still towards the spine. And you can see the difference there, if I just let it drop or if I'm engaging. So it's the same concept as when we were laying on the ground there. So a little exercise you can do in this position to practice this posture is either just hold this and breathe. That's always an option. Another thing you can do is either extend one limb at a time, and I'm going to show you the another version. You can extend the leg in one direction and the arm in the other direction, and try to keep your back here instead of letting it go. So you try to keep those abs engaged and keep the spine in good alignment. And then you lower, nice and controlled. Exhale, switch sides. Inhale, control to lower. So you see my spine stays in the same position the entire time instead of drooping. And you can always come back and readjust as you go. So if you feel like you're losing it, come back, check your positioning, and just readjust. All right, and again, you can always do one limb at a time instead of doing opposites. And that makes it's a little more foundational. So if you feel like the other one, too much going on, you can always bring it back there. So one more thing, the dreaded plank, but this is a concept that is really very important to the plank as well. And if you watch my plank video, I think I talk about it in there as well. So start in your all four position. And here, find Again, your pelvic tuck here, so it's more towards your face instead of letting it droop. Abs engaged all the way around. And then just try extending your feet from there. So extending one foot and the other. And keep that pelvic tuck. Keep those abs engaged and reaching out sideways. So you can tell if you let this go, it's going to really hurt that low back. But if we tuck, pull the belly button to the spine, not only does it make the position easier, a little bit, still hard, it's fine, but it does, you're more supported and you're putting the work in your abs instead of stress in that low back. So if you really want a challenge, you can go through the extension exercise maybe 10 times each side, this 10 to 20 times, whatever feels good, and then hold the plank for basically until you feel your form going, and then rest. Excellent. So again, the purpose of this is you carry it through a lot of exercises. Pretty much every time I'm standing, I'm reminding my class to pull those abs in and tuck their tailbone. So it's something that you'll notice it comes up more and more, and these are some good foundational exercises to really practice it in. Thanks for joining me today on Make It Fit, and again, this is your flat back, pelvic tuck, ab, Make It Fit move. Have a great week.